Assalamualaikum and good day po, sir. I am Muhammad Juhair A. Harun from Make 136. Ito yung first video report namin, yung naka-assign, which is yung na-post mo sa G-Class, which is yung uh, air-cooled refrigeration condenser. Let's start. This air-cooled refrigeration condenser is ano, component siya ng yung kasama siya sa one of the devices na kasama siya sa pag-exchange ng heat or heat, let's say heat exchanger. Is that this is isa itong heat exchanger. So air-cooled refrigeration condensers play a crucial role in modern cooling systems. So pagka pagka sinabi nating air-cooled refrigeration condenser is pumapasok sa atin yung mga refrigerator or saka your air conditioner. So actually yung air-cooled refrigeration condenser is specific to na device na nasa refrigerator, which is device na one of the part ng refrigerator para magkabuo siya ng para mabuo yung work. So from this first page, material science and air cooled refrigeration, so it explores the different materials used to build these condensers, focusing on the properties like thermal conductivity, how will they transfer heat, and corrosion resistance, how will they resist rust and degradation over time. So understanding these properties is crucial because they directly affect how efficiently the condenser operates. So itong presentation na to is also cover the manufacturing processes which involve in creating these materials, explain how choice made during production can influence the final performance of the condenser. For an instant, certain manufacturing techniques can exchange the durability of efficiency of the material used. By studying the microstructure of these materials, we can learn how small changes can lead to better performance in uh, various environmental conditions, which as highly humidity or extreme temperatures. So this knowledge helps engineers design condensers that work effectively, last longer, contributing for more sustainable and effective refrigeration. Uh, let's start from the components and overview and components overview and functionality. So itong part na to is yung pagka-function ng uh, air cooled refrigeration condenser. So sa pagka sinabi natin condenser is papasok sa isip natin na ano nga ba yung ginagawa na ito, from the word itself, condense. So which means yung uh, uh, yung gas na substance, let's say refrigerant, yung gas na yon is gagawin niyang liquid. So from gas to liquid. So pagka condenser kasi yung as a whole ng part na kung refrigerator as a whole. So yung refrigerator is mayroong apat na part. Yung first, yung compressor, yung kino-convert niya yung low temperature at saka low pressure na refrigerant into a high pressure and high temperature. So from that components papasok na naman siya sa condenser. So yung condenser na yon is yung high temperature at high pressure na gas na yon is i-release niya yung heat from that substance to the surrounding. So pagkapasok niya sa condenser is kukondense yan. So, magiging liquid pagkalabas dun sa condenser. So, papasok na naman sa yung tinatawag natin na metering device. Let's say kung pwede ba yung nozzle or piston siya na nakadepende yung pag-open niya. So, na-convert niya yung yung part na yon is parang similar siya sa spray na yung liquid na yon is gagawin niyang gas. So, pero hindi totally na gas, pero pagka yung let's say yung spray na perfume is pag spray mo is magkahiwa-hiwalay yung kwan, may parang puputok yung liquid sa maghiwa-hiwalay sa in a small pieces. So ayun, papasok na naman siya sa evaporator, which is the same design as the condenser but different function. So yung evaporator na yun is i-evaporate niya, which is kung yung nasa vacuum inside na yung na vacuum na refrigerator na i-absorb niya yung heat at saka ipapasok niya ipa-absorb niya yung heat na yon at saka palabas doon sa compressor. So yung circle na yun, circle na yun, pabalik-balik lang. So from the topic itself, yung device na focus natin is yung condenser. So uh, this section provides the these air-cooled refrigerators and condenser, which are heat exchangers that removes heat from the refrigerant vapor and convert it back into a liquid. They feature tubes and fins that increases surface area for effective heat transfer. So hot refrigerant vapor enters the tube, losing heat to the tube walls and then to the fins. Then while fans blow ambient air across these fans to enhance cooling, this process allow the refrigerant to cool and condense back into a liquid, enabling binabalik na yung gas into liquids sa totoong form na. So the efficiency of these condensers is crucial for the overall performance of a cooling system. So it plays a crucial role in the overall performance of a cooling system. So, move na naman tayo sa material use in condenser construction. Yung pag-construct naman yung pag-construct ng ng condenser, ano yung mga gamit dito na material? So uh, the choice of material refrigeration for air refrigeration condenser is essential for their efficiency and durability. So, sabihin lang natin dito is naka nakadepende yung yung pagiging yung pag-function ng ng condenser sa material na ginagamit nito at saka yung efficiency at saka yung durability nito. So the two main material used are copper and aluminum. Copper is favored for its excellent thermal conductivity and corrosion resistance, while aluminum is cost-effective option with good heat transfer properties. So, compared yung aluminum, primary na ginagamit dito is yung aluminum at saka yung copper at saka aluminum. So, compared yung aluminum, yung copper sa aluminum, yung copper is mas low cost siya. Low cost. At saka yung aluminum naman is it has high cost naman. So, same lang na pero may different lang yung uh, uh, heat transfer na bawat metal na yun. So, steel is typically, so, may ginagamit nila is yung another one na pina-special na type nito is yung steel, which is the high cost na yun at saka high high durability. So, ang advantages nito is yung strength niya at saka durability niya. So, in some high performance application, specialized alloys or coating may be used to improve specific characteristics such as wear resistance of thermal performance. Overall, the combination uh, of this material ensures optimal performance and longevity of condenser. So ayun, yung sinasabi lang dito is uh, yung tatlo lang na material, yung copper, aluminum at saka steel. So let's move on to the next page. So yung material properties and structures. So itong material properties and structure naman is uh, ito yung mga material at saka mga properties na ginagamit greatly impact their performance. Copper features a face-centered, cubic, crystal structure tube structures which enhances its ductility and thermal conductivity. Adding small amount of phosphorus strengthens copper without greatly affecting its conductivity. So, saka yung aluminum also has FCC structures which is yung FCC na yan is face-centered cubic structure. Yung yan yung ginagamit nila na term pa sa pag-construct ng paggawa ng mga paghanap ng mga material na mas sustainable dito sa condenser na to, yung coil niya. So, providing good thermal conductivity, yung aluminum do is providing good thermal conductivity through less than copper. Its low density makes it suitable for fans and protective auxiliary leather improve and corrosion resistance. So, ayun. So, steel naman with a body-centered cubic structure of high strength and toughness. So, essential for structures, components. So, yung mga yung sa abot naman sa mga mechanical properties ng mga mechanical properties is nagbibase sila sa yung strength, ductility, and hardness. These three as vital for enduring pressure and thermal increases kasi yung kung hindi naman siya malakas yung hardness niya or ductility or strength niya is uh, 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 ano mag-hold din ng high pressure, thermal stress, let's say malagi na yung pressure sa init pa yan. So bali hanapin na pinaka crucial na so kailangan natin hanapin yung pinaka suitable sa kanina material para ma-construct kasi nakadependent man yung ano pag-construct nito sa function niya yung pressure at saka temperature. So sa thermal properties naman, high thermal conductivity is crucial for effective. Kailangan din natin ng mga high thermal properties para sa pag-construct nito. So chemical properties, corrosion resistant. So ang problem na yun sa mga kino-consider lang sa chemical properties is yung corrosion resistance kasi kung mag-rust yan na hindi na mabilis mag-function. So let's move on again to the manufacturing processes. So these manufacturing processes of air-cooled refrigeration condensers involve refrigeration condensers involves several key processes that affect material properties and performance. Copper tubes are typically made using extrusion or drawing methods which influence their strength and conductivity. So, aluminum fins are produced through stamping or rolling with the crucial attention to spacing the geometric and optimize the airflow of heat transfer. So, draining methods such as brazing or mechanizing expansion are crucial creating strong thermal bond between tubes and fins. So pagka daw, kinoconsider nito is such as yung brazing at saka mechanical expansion. Kailangan yan pina-crucial na part na pag i-consider dito sa sa paggawa ng condenser is yung mechanical expansion niya kasi alam naman malaki yung hold niya na temperature saka naka-base yan sa temperature or saka pressure. So strong thermal bonds between tubes and fins impacting the overall heat transfer efficiency. So steel components are fabricated through cutting, bending, and welding with protective coating adding improved corrosion resistance. So yung manufacturing processes nito is uh, process can be broken down into four main types. So First one is the material preparation. So raw material and shape into tube, fins, and frames. So makita naman natin sa mga video na to yung na frames na yun, parang mga tubes na copper. So pangalawa, component fabrication, yung part produced using the special technique for each material. Yung pagka nila doon, yung pag ah, yung pag nila doon na parang zigzag ba. So the three is assembly. So i-connect lang nila yung lahat. So finishing, final treatment, and coating, enhance. So magko-coating sila. Yung coating na yun is parang nilalagay nila doon sa mixture na tubig na yun. So pagkalabas is may doon, lalabas na yun na mag-change yung color niya. So yun yung finishing niya. So another one, yung cost consideration and material selection. Ito yung naman sa cost considerations and material selections. So this selection of material for air-cooled refrigeration condensers requires balancing performance, durability, and cost. So while copper has excellent thermal properties, its higher price has led to a greater reliance on aluminum in various applications with uh, fluctuating prices of raw material, especially copper, can generate effective manufacturing cost and influence materials decision. So manufacturing may use strategies like copper aluminum hybrid, design in advanced aluminum alloy to achieve better cost performance ratios. When choosing material, and it's important to consider the total cost, ownership, which includes initial material cost, manufacturing expenses, and long-term energy efficiency. So, pagkadating naman dito is i-consider natin yung cost at saka yung cost na magiging natin sa material selection natin. So, the material for air-cooled refrigeration condensers involves delicate balance between performance, durability, and cost. So while copper offers superior thermal properties, its higher cost compared to aluminum has led to increased use aluminum in many applications. The price uh, volatility and raw material, particularly copper, can significantly impact manufacturing cost and influence material choices. So manufacturers often employ strategies such as using copper aluminum hybrid design or developing advanced aluminum alloy to optimize cost performance ratios. The total cost of ownership, including initial material cost, manufacturing expenses, and long-term energy efficiency, must be considered when selecting material for condenser construction. So, may mga list dito na research ko lang sa sa ChatGPT ba yun? AI. So ito yung gilibin nila na yung material from mag-search siya sa copper, yung pinaka relative cost high, then performance excellent naman. So pagkauban nito from copper, aluminum to steel to specialty alloys, special alloys na pataas yung pataas yung uh, cost niya. And then may dito yung special nila yung pino-consider nila is which is yung alloy. Yung low yung cost niya at saka fair din yung performance and low with long proper treatment. So ayun. So kung compared yung mas I think mas capable naman yung copper with relatively high cost low cost naman. Saka compared, so mas based yung specialty alloys, so it has very high cost din at saka very long lifespan. So move on to the next page. So sustainability and environmental impact. So as environmental concerns gain prominence, the sustainability of materials used in air-cooled refrigeration condensers has become a critical consideration. The recyclability of copper and aluminum is significant advantage allowing for the recovery and reuse of these materials at the end of the condenser's life cycle. Steel components can also be recycled, contributing to a more circular economy in the HF&D industry. So, however, the energy-intensive production processes for these materials, particularly aluminum, pose environmental challenges. Innovation in material sciences are focusing on developing more sustainable alternatives such as bio-based composites for non-critical components or advanced recycling technology to reduce the environmental footprint of material production. So, yung sa part na to, sustainability and environmental impact, yung pinaka-crucial nito na yung pagiging recyclability, yung energy efficiency, sustainable innovations, at saka life cycle assessment. So, sa future aspect and emerging technologies, so the future of material science and air-cooled refrigeration condensers is poised for significant advancement. Nanotechnology offers promising avenues for enhancing heat transfer properties with nano coatings and nanostructured surfaces, potentially revolutionizing condensers efficiency. Uh, Additive manufacturing technology techniques are opening new possibilities for complex geometries and material combination that were previously unfeasible. This could to optimize heat exchanger design with improved performance and reduced material use. Additionally, smart material that can adapt to changing environmental conditions or self-heal minor damage are on the horizon, potentially extending the lifespan and reliability of future condenser. So, nanotechnology, yung mga nanotechnology integration, incorporate of nanomaterials and nanostructures to enhance heat transfer and surface properties. So, potentially leading to significant efficiency. So, advanced manufacturing techniques, smart and additive materials, sustainable material innovation. So, that's all my report. Thank you.